not to spoil the ending, but sis, everything is going to work itself out, okay? And a year from now, you are going to be so glad that you started today. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Motivational Mama Podcast. I am your host, London Marie, and on this podcast, it's my goal to just help women heal and feel on their journeys of just being a better person and becoming, as the young folks say, that girl. I am so happy to be back for another episode. We are now in season 2, and it's getting real juicy, okay? I keep it juicy. I eat at lunch. And I'm gonna always keep the topics juicy for y'all, but I'm gonna also keep them real, relevant, and especially relatable. So today's episode is all about vision boards and why my vision boards have always come true, and why yours can too. So let's really talk about what a vision board is. A lot of people get vision boards mixed up with dream boards, and that's why they think they don't work. Yes, we're diving straight into this episode because this is a one that I take really near and dear to my heart, because I want everyone to be the best versions of themselves. I want everyone to accomplish the things that they desire. I'm a firm believer that whatever we want in the universe wants us back. God wouldn't place that vision in your heart if you weren't supposed to have it, right? So we're just gonna dive straight into this episode. So like I said, people get vision boards and dream boards mixed up. Your dream boards are the boards that are things that can be accomplished in a matter of, let's just say, 10, 15, 20 years, right? Those are your long terms. But your vision board, I usually like to tell people to keep it to things that are attainable within maybe the next 6 to 12 months, right? How can you ensure that those things really happen? You know, like I'll put a picture actually of my vision board right here on this side of the screen. And you guys can kind of see the dynamic that I have. I break my vision boards down into 3 sections: personal, financial, and spiritual, because those are 3 areas in my life that I take very, very seriously. And those are things that I want to push and to manifest and accomplish. So like I said, by now creating that is just the first step. But how do you ensure that those things really do come true? How do you know what's working and what's not working? And really just had to evaluate. So a little bit about my vision boards. Like I said, everything on my vision board typically always comes true, because I'm very strategic with them. I don't just make them for the sake of it's a vision board party, or it's the new year, new me. I take vision boards very seriously, so I'm very strategic with them. I've been making them for about 10 years now, and which each one, almost everything on that board has come true. And I will say this: whatever doesn't come true on that board, I don't consider it a failure. I literally just put it on the next year's board, because maybe what I thought was attainable might not have been as attainable as I perceived it to be. But that doesn't mean that I can't do it. It just means that, okay, in the last 6 to 12 months, either I wasn't as focused as I should have been, either the goal was just a little bit too big and I didn't make it palatable. And I like to revisit my vision boards quarterly to ensure that I know that what I'm achieving is actually attainable. So for the last 10 years, I've been doing quarterly checkups on my vision boards. I have been ensuring that what is on there is actually attainable by now. So a little bit of background about me: I have 2 degrees. I have my master's degree, and I'm in the process of applying for my PhD. Your girl is going to be a doctor. But one thing that we are taught constantly is SMART goals. And I have incorporated those into my vision boards, which I highly believe is why they work so well, because I make sure that they are specific. I make sure that they're also measurable, attainable, as well as being realistic and time measurable, or time sensitive in a sense. So when I create my vision boards, I incorporate my SMART goals into them, and that's kind of where that strategic play comes in. But The one thing that I have learned the most about vision boards and just manifesting in general is that manifesting is not about simply just wanting something. It is truly about embodying and being aware of your wants and your desires and your needs. So I have wrote down 4 ways that I have ensured that all of my vision boards come true and how yours can too. So the first thing is to speak things into existence. Oh my gosh. This is the reason that it is number 1 is because it is number 1. You have to speak things into existence. If you're going to start to embody those things. You know, I'm ugly. You're going to start to embody that. I can't lose this weight. I can't do this. You're going to start to embody that. So when you speak things into existence, realize that your words really do have power, okay? So why not speak the most positive things into existence? Why not speak your manifestations into existence? I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm going to have a good job. I'm going to have the big house. I'm going to be able to travel when I want to. I'm going to have the financial freedom. Speak those things into existence because you start to believe it. If you want a certain lifestyle, merely speak as though you already have it. You have to believe in yourself so much so that it's delusional. So when you speak those things into existence, really, I want you to take it back to when you were kids and like play make-believe. You know, that's really the simplest form I can put it because that's really what it is. But we're now starting to actually put actions behind that make-believe. We're not just playing dress up. We are dressing up. We're not just playing house. We are building a house. We are buying a house. You know what I'm saying? The second thing is to don't show off, show up. Okay? I cannot express this enough. Do not show off, show up. If you want to be, let's just say, consistent in, content creation, show up. You don't have to have the latest and the greatest. I mean, look behind me. My podcast studio is my bedroom. And yes, I'm blessed to have it, but I know that there are people who actually have real podcast studios. But I'm not, shaming myself. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm not shaming myself. I'm showing up. So don't show off, show up. Remember to stay focused because your goals are yours alone. And that focus only can come from you. And it has to be, in reality, intrinsically motivated. Your vision board is yours. And yours. Your vision board is yours, sis. Okay? Nobody else's. Please do not be afraid to show up for yourself. Because, if Keke Palmer said it best in a Breakfast Club interview. She said, if ain't nobody else got me, I gotta have me. She wasn't talking about this specific topic, but that part just resonated with me. If I ain't got me, who else got me? Show up for yourself, sis. Because ain't nobody gonna show up for you better than you, okay? The third thing is to spend some time goal mapping. In the beginning of the podcast, I talked about goal mapping. And what that really is outlining your goal, outlining your objectives of how you're going to get to that goal, and then outlining your actual actions. So it really is taking one big goal and making it more palatable, because sometimes, and I'm very guilty of this, is I focus a lot on the big picture. Like for example, I want a real estate empire. I want one. I'm going to get one. I said that real seriously because it's true. But I know that I have to break that down into possibly smaller bites to where it's more palatable for me, so that way I don't get overwhelmed with that goal so much so to the point that I talk myself out of it or I get discouraged. So when you goal map, it's a great tool to really make your goals seem a lot more realistic, especially when they are very outwardly and they are very large. So spend some time goal mapping, and like I said, I'll put a link in the description box below, as well as in the comments section, a great goal mapping tool. But it's a great opportunity to just really, like I said, make things more palatable, and don't overwhelm yourself. I have a lot of friends that I have had in life suffer from paralysis through analysis, and that literally is just where they overthink themselves out of a situation. They are so focused on either getting it perfect, they're so focused on what other people think, they're so focused on the outside factors that either they do or don't have control over. 9 times out of 10, it's something they don't have control over. And they talk themselves out of a great opportunity, out of a great situation, because they're so stuck in that big picture, or they're stuck in where they are. So when you goal map, it's a way to get out of that paralysis. And the last thing is to have fun. Oh my gosh, sis. Oh my gosh. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh. Please have fun. Yes, a vision board is work, and I know I made it sound very, very, very strategic, but you need to have fun, okay? Life is too short to be so focused on right here, and even out here. You need to have fun with your vision board. Like I said, I'm a firm believer that the things that we want us back. So have fun getting those things. Have fun along the way and along the journey, because it's going to make that journey more enjoyable. There's going to be moments where things are hard. There's going to be moments where things are tough and you just feel like you're just being beat up. You can't do it anymore. It's not going out. It's not going the way that you want it to. But when you have fun with it, it helps with showing up for yourself, because I'm not really doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. I'm having fun with it. Think of content creation. So a lot of people, myself included, focus a lot on the numbers. But if I just have fun with it, my tribe is going to find me. When it comes to my vision board, if I just have fun with it, my goals are going to find me. My things and my manifestations are going to find me, because here I am, receptive, ready, and available, because I'm having fun. I'm not stressed. God is not going to place, more and more and more and more on you. If he physically, God is a physical manifestation, but if he sees that you cannot handle it, I know the whole God gave his strongest battle to his strongest soldiers. I totally understand that. But when he sees that you are going through such a tough time, he will recognize that. And the breakthrough is just on the other side. Your goal is just on the other side. That vision, that manifestation, that dream, that whatever it is, it's just on the other side. So keep going so you can get to the other side and have fun doing it. So in the end, sis, honestly, I just want you to be able to look back and be like, I did that, okay? I want you to be able to look yourself in the mirror and be like, yes, she is me, I am her, we are me, myself, and I. That's all I got to the end. That's what I found out. That was kind of good. I'm not gonna try it again because I can't do it twice. But I want you to be able to just look at yourself and just be like, yes, I did this. I got here. I believed in myself. I attained this. I can do anything. That is all for this episode. I really, really hope that y'all got something from this. As always, I will leave a question in the comment section below. I love the conversations that get sparked down there because they are where I feel the most light bulb moments happen. So take a look at the question, get a conversation going. I'll include my answer as well because why not? But you can find us on Instagram at Motivational Mama Podcast. Go over there, check us out, say hello, and I will put the handle. I always forget that word. I'll put the handle on the screen so y'all can see it, and I'll also put it in the description box so you can just click it and it'll take you right there. Go ahead and also like and subscribe to us on YouTube as well as Apple Podcasts if you're on that platform. Because we're over there too. So as always, with love and light, your motivational mama.